I'm gonna let everyone tune in first before we get started. So I'm gonna try to explain everything thorough and slowly so everyone understands. Okay. So give me just a moment. Just bear with me here, okay? Alright. Everything's all good to go. Everything's set up and everything. Okay. Don't. Falling I didn't even mean to close that. Alright. Give me just a moment here. It's been a while since I streamed, so it's... Because everything in life just tends to get in the way of things. Okay. So, I forgot what the heck I was doing, because I was in the middle of doing other things in the real world. So just give me just a moment, and I'll refill my coffee cup, and I'll get right to the video. So, where to start is obvious. So to play this game, you can select from two things actually. So you can actually play this thing throughout. You can actually play this game in two languages: the Japanese version or the English version. Obviously, for me, I'm playing it on Japanese format. Because of reasons. So obviously, I'm not sure if you guys can see it on screen. I have like a lot of saves here from chapter 1, 2, 4, and 5. I'm only saving on only the necessary parts that I have pre-recorded for. Obviously, some of these your mid missions. Obviously, saving when you're on any mission is key, or else there's times where if you're fighting areas of bosses, you're gonna be in a thing called death loop, and I'll explain what death loop is here in just a bit. Okay, so I was actually saving my game here. But anyways, first thing to talk about is right here. Time to mission is 4 days, 2 hours. Now, most people, the common question that most people are gonna ask is time to mission in real life time? It is actually not. So, 4 days, 2 hours, what that means is, in game time, you have 4 days and 2 hours in game time for your next mission. There is ways to advance that instantly, which I don't tend to do, because you gotta be able to do everything in thorough mission, and as you guys can see here, my squad, I'm on level 20. The next mission is recommended me to be at level 23, which is not gonna be easy. But anyways, I will show you guys all the characters that I have and the ones that I'm currently using throughout every single mission. This is actually the character that I just now went in. Again, I was like, because I was bopping around, I was doing tasks and stuff like that. Activating the Glory Portal. So again, you have access to all of these areas right off the start. You have Sorcery, Armory, Ready Room, Launch, Terrace. Ready Room is pretty obvious. To buying weapons right off the get-go, which you can't really do. And these exclamation marks, it'll advance the time to mission by 2 hours. So right here, if I keep talking to this thing, it'll say keep talking, just select yes on it. They do give you items, but and it's 3 days and 12 hours. So again, if you want to advance missions, that's one way to get items and one way to advance to the mission faster. Obviously, you know, you want to stack up on potions because you'll be going through those like crazy. Now, character-wise, on the other hand, Okay, now certain items do specific abilities. For instance, if I use a Phoenix Pinion on any character, they'll grant an ability called a Re-Raise. So if they get down, they automatically come back to life, which is nice, which is also going to be key to have in certain situations. Now, all these shards, feathers, saps, oils, and all this stuff, I'm basically going over those once I get to that location. Forgot where to go now for that. So you go through this door. You can do it in two ways. You go through this door and go to the left, and you go right here, which is also known as Alto Cristorium, or yeah, it's basically one way to do it is you click here and you click on yes, and this is where the big part of the game comes into play and makes it a lot more easier. So obviously you interact with this, and you get access to all of these things, which obviously it definitely gets more complicated, but I'll try explaining it as it goes. So obviously fire RF meaning your magic thing. Fire SHG is, I don't even know what the heck this does. Because again, I was playing it through fire RF. It has range. This does not. But it's different with lightning. So again, if I do this, power means obviously it does more damage. MP cost, the higher this is, the lower the MP cost is. Again, I don't have enough for that. Obviously, this. So, I'm going to show you guys what this does. So, each time MP cost goes down -3, the MP cost to use a spell goes +3. So, it's kind of like an iffy with that situation. So, it's kind of like, do you want lower MP cost with less everything? It's kind of like, depending on what route you want. Obviously, for me, as I use more cure than anything else, even though I can't really upgrade it because I have it almost maxed out. So the thing with protect is pretty useful in certain occasions, but I don't ever tend to use it at all. Wall is the same thing. I don't ever use wall at all because I'm more of like a support, kind of like run through everything. But cast time, the higher this is, the quicker you can cast it. It's pretty self-explanatory. So the higher that is, the faster it can cast. Now RF, it's pretty much what it stands for. It's SHG. This thing, I don't really tend to use it at all. I don't know what any of these do, so it's kind of hard for me to explain. Well, obviously, Blizzard's not really my thing. I'm more into, like, Fire or Lightning majority of the time because of my certain character setup and everything like that. SG, I know for a fact I use this quite a lot with certain characters. But, again, why not just test it out? So again, right here, -2. And MP cost is going to go down, and MP cost goes up. And it's kind of like where it's at, and obviously the more of this you do, highest level I believe these things can go to is I believe level 99. I think. No, it's different with power though, isn't it? And yes, the low cost time, the higher this is, the faster it can cast, but again the MP cost goes up. It's kind of like, alright, if you want to do something, like, for instance, for fire, speed is key. So cast time, right here, is how fast you can actually save, how many seconds do you save. And speed is literally, you know, how fast it's gonna go. You know, the faster it is, the more time it's gonna hit. The slower it is, the less chances of it hitting. Range is pretty bad with fire, obviously. But I mean, I had to stuff for it to upgrade it. Cast time, obviously. But MP cost is gonna skyrocket though, watch. Now the MP cost is now 43. So again, it's kind of like situations like these. I have 99 red phantoms. So again, it's more of like a grind-ish kind of situation that you have to do, which is fine. And obviously, the higher the cast time is, the faster stuff is gonna cast. And I can easily max this out if I wanted to. Which, I'm not going to, because I got things that I gotta talk about here. Speed, I already talked about that. Power, obviously, the higher this is, the more damage it's gonna inflict on your enemies, which makes boss fights a lot easier later on. And I will be talking about certain bosses that are outside in the field here in a little bit. But anyways, that is that. That's it for the spells. But anyways, talk about characters. Each character has their own preference. Some of them are just trash in general, meaning I don't ever use them. But going all the way down here to assignment, here's all my characters. Obviously, these bottom characters, I don't ever mess around with just because of personal preference. For me, I'm more into using these characters that are all the way up here. Again, I'm at level, my microphone, my accent. I have level 30. Because all these characters right here are just better in general. Just majority of because of like, not just because of stat wise, but just because of like the weapons they have and all that stuff. Like for instance, Satyr, she's more of like a range type person. So she has to like attack enemies from a long range distance. She has the ability to do that. Cynic's more of up close and personal. Seven's more of like a medium to like, I guess, medium to close to medium range combat. Size is the same thing. She's more of like an all around between, medium, up close and personal, but majority of her abilities are used from medium to close range. Deuce, obviously, I don't ever use Deuce for whatever reason. I use her just for, the concerto command thing. It's just so that way it makes everyone attack monsters with high attack power and stuff like that. So it does have some secret abilities. My favorite character to use is basically Rem. Rem she's just not just because she's good in general. It's just because of like she has the ability to attack quick, finish enemies quick. Just being able to end fights quicker is always the way to go. And it's worse out in the field just because of like you're going into constant fights over and over again. And yeah, it's just trying to level everyone up. It just, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but everyone just kind of falls behind here. But and that's basically that for all the characters and stuff like that. It's just personal preference. And now, weapon-wise, there's two ways to buy weapons, actually, in this game. One of them is using SPP, which is you get from support stuff. Okay, I forgot there was a little bit of a storyline there. Problem is I play on the Japanese version, so it's going to be hard for people to understand, including myself. So I don't even know why I play on that mode. It's just because, I don't know, I guess it sounds cleaner, I guess. That's the way I look at it. But again, early weapons to buy are basically these right here. Just because of like personal preference. But again, I am not going to use, so majority of the time is when you want to buy weapons, you want to buy weapons that are having a stronger attack damage. Like for instance, for example right here, Sice has a weapon that does attack by 5 and max MP by 10%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, I'm going to buy this weapon because it's 200 SPP and I have over 1700, which is going to be which is fine. The thing is, you want to be able to, and oh yeah, I forgot about this character. This character is pretty much not that good to use. The one that uses the mace and the flute, they're more of like a hold it back, more of a support type characters. Oh, 25, yeah. And the worst part is, it gets worse. This right here is the best weapon. So if you can actually grind out this game and you can get 2500 SPP, there you have it. You know, increases attack by 46, and ice magic by 20. This is gonna be your best weapon for her at before even chapter 7. But again, this is like literally how you get really overpowered early on. And again, there's other shops that you could buy these weapons from, but they overspend. And you want to be able to conserve guilt because of majority of reason wise. And this is the issue. With war sites, you do more attack, but your magic decreases. Again, I need to be, because for me, I'm more of like a attack person. I barely use any magic, depending on the circumstance. And obviously, right now, I was trying to grind that out where I can get increases all magic by 12. Having this on all your characters, it sets up yourself for like, alright, you can use magic for as long as you want. And it also increases all your magics. Not just one, not just two, not just three, but all of them. It's pretty much how it is. And this one increases attack by 46. Again, anything that increases your attack is better than the weapon you could. Is always the best one. And this is basically where all the best weapons are going to be at. Majority of the time, right here. Now, let's go talk about how to level up and stuff like that. Everyone has their own preference. I got all my stuff just going through the training section, just because it's a lot easier that way. But the worst part is about that is it takes time. Now, Chocobo Ranch. I will be talking about that a little bit later on, like maybe towards the end or something. So, sorcery, on the other hand, is having the ability to have more people with you during certain occasions is always the best way to go. So if you talk to this guy right here, he explains the SO system. The SOs, obviously, each time when you complete an SO thing, or you gain a reward at the end of the chapter. And the more SOs you complete, the better the gear you can get early on. And you can literally become overpowered before even chapter 8 comes along. And that's the reason why I always had these on allow. They're basically challenges, but you don't always have to do them. They're trying to decline certain ones just because of reasons. Some of them are pretty hard, and some of them are just don't make sense at all. Alright, Armory, well, Armory is a way to buy weapons. This thing I don't ever use because I used it early on when I was going through it off stream, like blindfolded. So this guy right here, yeah, see, they're really bad weapons, and look at the prices. 1,200 for a worse weapon that I already have? No thanks. I want to spend 200 SPP for a better weapon. And that's the thing. In order to play this game, it's more of like how to grind everything, technically. So how to get SPP is I'll be doing that, I believe, before I even end the stream. I'll do a little bit of how to get SPPs and all that stuff. Lounge doesn't really have anything unless you want to get more weapons. Or not more weapons, more items. My bad. And okay, see again, these exclamation marks. It depends on what they're doing. So yeah, I play on the Japanese version, so it's like gonna be hard for people to like a little understand. And there you go. I just literally got a mega potion. But in a speedrun, a point of view of things, you don't ever do these. You keep going, pushing forward, and you don't really want to do that because of like death loop. So what death loop is something that your characters constantly die. It's very common. Death loops are not rare to come across. I've come across those during certain boss fights where your characters constantly die, and from there it just gets really integrating. And it gets worse over time because out in the field you can literally have an option to fight level 99 monsters. I tend to ignore those because I am also like in the middle of grinding a little bit on chocobos right now. And as you guys can see, I literally 100% grind the heck out of chocobos. This is the best way to do it. I don't want to warm one yet. I'm running next. Alright, combat's nice, that, right? Yeah. But I only have 1 minute, and I don't want those. We're chocobo. Yeah. So if you are trying to 100% this game, you have to do this. And I always do it every time when I come here, because why not? That way after every mission, you know, grab more chocobos. And the amount of chocobos that I have currently, I have over, I think I'm working on close to 200 chocobos already. Alright, so I pretty much explained everything here, except for tourists. Tourists, it doesn't have, there's nothing to offer there. Alright, let's go on the field. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by death loop here, which I have came across it multiple occasions and all that stuff. So yeah, tasks, by the way, they decrease time to mission by 4 to 8 hours depending on how long each task is. Some of them are freaking pretty easy. Some of them are pretty more of like trying to search for an area, and I don't really like those. Just half the time, like I didn't even know where the cave was until I realized it was just like straight across. Yeah. So obviously, for me, if I had to choose my leader, it'll basically be Rem, well, 100% of the time. Rem is just because she has like a faster attack and faster everything in general, so it's just like... Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up my chocobo menu here, just square and X. And as you guys can see, I literally grind chocobos like no tomorrow. Just because of level 99 enemies that I come across. So it's just like, it saves me time and definitely can. So, most people don't know, like, okay, first enemy, and this is where you want to grind your stuff here. And again, these enemies are nothing compared to what I'm on. Like, easy. And that's basically how you get a lot of your Phantomas. You basically gotta constantly go out in the field, and you grind. And then, obviously, you'll get this, where they constantly just keep coming at you. Just so you don't have to constantly go through a battle over and over again. You can just keep going. Until they start coming after you, and then so on. But yeah, right now, it's just pretty much repetitive things. And so, most people think that this game is compared to, like, Final Fantasy X. I don't really see that game like that. I feel like this game's more of, like, know what to do early on versus compared to later on. So as long as you know these abilities beforehand, you should be pretty much want to go. Good to go anyways, because the thing is I'm actually going into chapter 5 and I actually kill level 27 bosses with ease. Just because of like how much I have my gear up there. That's basically how I always point it out. Always going to being able to find a way to get an advantage over boss fights like that. By the way, if you don't want to fight anymore, just click on retreat like I just did. Because it gets pretty repetitive after a while. It gets pretty yawning actually. Alright, now these areas right here around the area, there's certain ones that you can actually have access to, some of them you cannot. And half the time when you talk to them, they kind of sell you, you can actually buy other gear for your characters. For me, I just don't ever buy any of these things because later on you get better gear. And that's basically where I always go with those. It's just like, do you buy something early on and risk buying something better for a cheaper price? Like, for instance, SPPs are a lot better just because they're easy to grab. Alright, gonna go ride a chocobo, and these things they actually run out for a certain time. And there's also ways to grind these, which is all the way not in that area. But you keep going in that field over there, you can go and find some. But right now, we're going to Corsi because I don't even know how to pronounce this, but I don't know. Some people call it Corsi, some people call it Corsa, I guess. Right. Which is a farm. Okay, so yeah, these are a lot of things to keep in mind. The Corsi Cave is literally outside the field, going in between the two forests, which I'll show you guys what that cave is, those who don't know where that is. And yeah, it's, again, I don't have access to all those areas just yet. I do have access to some, just not all of them yet. Now, here is another shop. She doesn't really sell anything. Just certain things for tasks and stuff like that. I always keep those stacked anyways, at least at the one of each, because just so I don't have to keep backtracking back to this area. Alright, moving on to the next city, which is actually across, and the cave is actually over there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's right on over there. And right now I don't really want to go over there, just because of certain reasons. There's no reason for me to go over. And again, I don't really mind using chocobos just because it helps me get around the field without having any encounters. Getting encounters here is not really worth my time because flying level 11's not really worth it. But one way to actually level up is basically doing the training thing, which I should have showed you guys before me going over here, but don't worry about that. I have a shortcut. So every time when you play this game, you get a shortcut to where you can actually return to Academia, which is the very first area that you start out, which I kind of like. And yeah, here, again, not even worth buying just because like you can get volume 2s and volume 3s, even though they're more expensive than these. But the problem is I believe you can get volume 2s for like $2 grand. And I believe volume 3s, I believe 5,000, I'm pretty sure. So just like, don't even bother buying those. Because by the time you want to buy volume 3s, you basically, you'll have way enough money to buy, I think, maybe like 2 or 3 of them. Unless you're like me, just keep the money stacked to 20 grand. Alright. And yes, by the way, if you press start, you can see how much gil you have. The issue is, you never know how much SPP you have. So you go to the shop and then you check. But anyways, oh, I did not want to enter that. But yeah, it's like early on, you'll play a mini game called Domination against the enemies, and you have to be able to take over 3 sections before they destroy your HQ, which technically for me, that mini game is pretty, it's not really a mini game, it's something that you have to do early on, and then you get access to 3 areas, and right here, the Tagarith region. So, not the Chocobo, but the enemy at the front of me right now, you want to avoid that. Because they're on level 99, and you don't want to fight them if they're in the 20s. So that's what I mainly try to do. Now obviously, when you're in the field, you can actually hunt down Chocobos. And yeah, that's a level 99 creature right there, because and so what Deathloop is this. I'm on level 27, and my hand character is level 30. Even if I challenge them, I'm gonna go into a Deathloop, which means all my characters will die until I get a game over. And that's the issue with having Deathloop. Deathloop can be really frustrating at times, especially if you're speedrunning. And yes, I don't tend to speedrun this game. I like to enjoy it. I like to enjoy playing this game on how it is. But again, as you guys can see, I'm just right now running around and clicking chocobos at the moment. Again, I am trying to go for the 100%. Which means you have to go all the way over there, and the worst part is you can encounter a thing called a cactus in this field. It's either in this field or it's in the other one to the left where you can encounter a tractor, and you don't want to fight the cactus because he has a move called 9,999 needles, and yeah, that damage pretty much shoves up to its name. It'll hit you for 9,999 damage, and you won't be able to withstand the hit unless you have a lot of defense. Alright, Kezia, I don't even know anything about this place. I know I've been here once. It's a little bit of a mini game. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You can actually, go inside some certain things. Okay, what are you? Do you sell anything good? You sell, yeah, he sells these, but the problem is don't really need those anymore. So yeah, see, volume 2s, you can buy them for 1,500. And the worst part is, as you can see right here, it increases defense magic, increases lightning, increases ice, increases fire, and all that stuff. Issue is, it reduces your max MP that you can hold. I really feel like using these are not even that worth it, in my opinion. But again, everyone has their own preference. Increases magic MP by 10% with earrings. Thing is, if you have 4,000 SP, you can increase your max MP and all magic by 12. So it's just like, these are not even worth it. So I recommend holding on buying earrings for right now, unless you're really desperate and be like, hey man, I need earrings right now. Go ahead and buy whatever you need. But right now, it's just, yeah, of course, obviously, armless will increase your resistance to certain elements. I don't ever use these, but you will be needing these later on, just because of certain preferences, certain boss fights and stuff like that. And right now, it's just like, don't really need any of these at the moment, just because you're not ever fighting bosses that are actually using those elements. What I will be needing is more of these, if I eat them. But this is kind of like a mini game. I have already completed. And if you complete this, this guy gives you a decent, an item. An item that's really good to have on just because of certain occasions. For instance, if some of your characters are low on magic, he gives you an item that helps out with people who are under... to have like really low on MP, so it's just like going out of your way, you know, trying to get a lot of this stuff out of the way done. It's called side questing. I tend to do those before I even do half of these missions anyways. Alright, what the heck, I forgot where I was headed to. But the way it looks, I think we're heading over to the next region. This next region is the same thing as this one. Again, level 99 enemies roam around. And tend to ignore a lot of the level 99 boss fights, and in general, level 99 enemies that are in the fields. Yeah, I forgot, I was like going around and getting chocolates. Alright, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I always pronounce it as Izuka for some reason. I always, because people make fun of me of how I pronounce that, but help me catch my cheek. What? Hold on, dude. Wait, what do you say? Yeah, I was riding across the plains of Isaac when all of a sudden my chocobo popped out for eggs. Thankfully, all of them hatched into a durable loaf. I depart tomorrow morning, but I can't just leave them behind. I hate to ask, but would you help me catch them? So. Oh, that's... There's still so there's... Wait, you're talking... So wait a minute. My question is that he doesn't really specify where they're at, but I'm assuming they're always in the field. Okay, so yeah, again, this guy sells the same things. Oh yeah, I forgot I was having a video playing, like not a video playing in the background, but more like, it kind of is a video thing that's playing in the background of mine. I hope it's gonna be alright, but I hope I don't get copyrighted. Hi. Okay, Oh, okay. Have one. How many did he say there is? 3? Okay, so it's more of a side quest thing again. He said there's 4 of them. That's right, I was like side questing at the same time, so it makes sense. Okay, that 2. I have 1. Wait, is there more on the field? Hi, here. Don't go running like that again. Wait, are you saying that I have to do one at 8? Well, okay, I didn't realize this. I believe this is like the one at a time thing. No, there's someone out in the field. I remember. Okay. So yeah, there's certain people that you have to give them a certain item or something. But right now, there's a little bit of side questing going on at the moment. And I think the rest of chocobos are actually they're not called chocobos, they're called chickies because they're baby chocos. And it gets worse over time because you have to go out of your way in finding them. And they're basically outside. Like out in the field-ish. Actually, no, there's one right here. Blending in. But yeah, it's just like, it's hard to find half of these things. There should be one more little guy spawning around nearby. Are you serious? Okay, so they're not outside. I know there's one time where you have to go out in the field. I think in one of the videos I was watching earlier, where you have to actually go out in the field and like just capture one. But it's just like you have to go out in the field. Like you have to go out of your way, go out in the field, and go find one. Okay, that was weird. They magically appeared. Oh, here's right, never mind. So yeah, it is more of a freaking one at a time chocobo thing. Fine. Like, hey guys, you have to go and find one at a time. Like, how come you can't find all 4 of them? Alright, here's the 4th one to give me my prize. Never mind. I didn't get anything. Hello? Oh, it's not hair chocobos? Really? That's not why I want to talk to you. Where's my chocobos? What? Wait a minute. Thanks to your efforts, there should still be 42 more. I have recovered 1. Oh, so every time you find an eye-sized stone, you have to come here and give it to him. And if you find all 43, he gives you an item. And the worst part is, I know how to get those, and I don't really want to do that right now, just because it'll take 3 hours at least, just running around and just finding them. There's nothing here to do, right? Just that one. Do you steal anything, or just that it? Say that chocobo chickens are not allowed to accompany legend missions. Sit. Now I know what chickens and I am in charge of watching over the city, yada yada yada. It turns out that my little guys are a real hit with the kids. They've been playing together all day. Okay, yeah, but the thing is, he's gonna be needing our help again. And that's when they actually go outside and run around. And that's gonna be the worst part because of like the level 99 areas that you come across. Alright, obviously more chocobo grind here. And I believe you get to find, you have to capture 30 of them to 100% the chocobo thing. And worst part is, they do run out in a time period thing, so it's just like... Wait. No! No, 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 he's after me. Oh god. No, 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 no. I don't want to go in that loop. Dude! Ah! It's. I don't want to go in death loop. Okay. They do get tired, so that's always a good sign. Actually, he's aggroed. Never mind. You get me in there. That's what the issue is with all the 99s. They go into a mode called Rage or Aggro mode. Actually, no, in this game they're called Rage. They don't go in Aggro at all. That's 550X, sorry. So yeah, when they go in Rage, they tend to chase you down. 5, 10, 15, 21. I don't know what these do. I'm gonna hold off buying them though. And that's 21, that's 28,000. No thanks. Yeah, it's 28,000. So over here, this guy is the same thing, but better. So this guy right here, this guy will increase your attacks, and it's better. And like I said, that one guy that I mentioned, he sells 1,200 for each weapon. Best part is this person right here, he sold them for 1,600, and they're not the best weapons, but they're not bad at all. Again, I have this weapon equipped, but right now I'm gonna tempted to buy Platinum Scythe right now. The M-Tech Blast. Do I actually have that? I know I bought it once, but the thing is, I think I have a better one equipped. Obviously, with this one, I love this weapon, but it had to come off because I have a better weapon equipped. That's basically it for the moment for all my characters. Platinum, yeah, Platinum Lip Blade, also a good one to have. I don't ever use this character at all like I should. Better weapon. But yeah, half these characters like I don't ever use. Again, it's personal preference, you know. Okay, yeah, I have 8. I already had the borrowed clue anyway. Okay, here we go. War Scythe, Platinum 1's obviously better. Goes up to 86. Again, every damage is better. 98's nice to have. Okay, increases my attack by 8. This one increases 9. Okay, so this is a better version of my weapon. Buy it. Okay, so that. Yeah, I forgot, I was like out here just buying weapons. That's right. Oh, that's right. It's prevent stop is gonna be nice. But the thing is, I'm constantly getting poisoned early. Oh yeah, so far right now, it's just like I'm actually looking pretty decent right now. I mean, I feel like that I know what I'm doing. It's just okay. This right here, the M-Tech 2 blaster, it does a lot. Again, I still have Fura though. I don't have. She's yet to learn Thundaga, and again, Cater. I don't know if it's Cater or Satyr, one of the two. The problem is she's falling behind really fast. Same thing with. These two are falling behind. 7's keeping up slowly but surely. Scythe, you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. These 3 right here are basically the main 3 that I need to use because their attacks are always up there. They're always up the bar and everything. And obviously, selling all my worst gear because certain reasons. Obviously, I never sell. I tell you guys this right now: never sell any of your items. If you sell your items, you're kind of screwed. I've done that before, and I ended up in the game over. several times. And half the time, I had to reset all the way back all over again. And that was just before chapter 2, because I couldn't get through it. But yeah, right now, it's basically where I stand at the moment. I'm about to go ahead and take a little shortcut, again, right here, return to Academia. If I click this, it brings me all the way back there, which is where I want to go back anyways, because I still have like, a little bit of explaining to do here. So I'll see right here. Wait, you don't do the expert thing? Who does the expert trials here? This person does. Yeah. It's a level 38 mission. So, it definitely meets its... And, hi. What do you need? You... What? Do I have a fun... Do I even have that? Yes, I do. Mithril Gloves? I don't really need those. That's the issue. Yeah, certain characters need certain items. That's right. Let's see what else. Okay. She gives me these. Increases defense by 40. Doesn't really help me though, anyway. But yeah, just a little bit of a side question going on. But other than that, that's basically it. But now, where do I do all my grinding is what most people are gonna ask me in the comments. I know for a fact. And you guys are lucky enough that I was actually going right to that one area. I tend to do all my grinding right here. Because you talk to this guy right here, and you go to secret training. Only one squad member can participate at a time. Participants cannot choose their instructors. Longer training allows participants to fight more times, but there is a limit on how many times one can train each session. Technically, what this guy means is, but there is a limit. So let's just say you don't play this game for 4 days and you come back on, it's mission day. So technically this only goes by real time, making sure that the mission goes by in real time as well. So it's kind of like good and bad, because if you have certain side quests you want to get done before your mission starts, I recommend doing that before you do any of this. So for me personally, I always click on no. Unless I'm going to bed or something, then I go on and talk to this guy. So yes, so before I go to bed, I always begin the secret training, just so like if I get up in the morning or something, the secret training will let my characters level up, gain AP, and all that stuff, even while I'm sleeping. So it's another way of like, you know, leveling up in a way to where you don't have to do all the grinding, just let the hours in real lifetime do the work for you. So for instance, if you're going to work, let's say if you got work in the morning or something, get up bright and early, have a cup of coffee, get on, begin the secret training, and then head to work. When you come back, you know, get on the game, see how many times you leveled up. If not, you can basically do it next day. There is no time limit, but the problem is it stops once it's time to mission. That's the only downfall. Now, this person right here, a few minutes in the arena is sure to save your life on the battlefield. This is the one thing that I like to do most. I love doing this thing just because of certain reasons. Oh yeah, they're always one level higher than you are, but obviously they're no match. And technically, just doing this as long as you can. And again, with this, there is no game over. Because all this arena is basically stick and move. I'm feeling pretty bad right now. Oh, he's in rage too. I hate that. Yeah, every time when they go in rage is never good. But yeah, it's just like, this is where I do all my grinds. Right? In the arena mode, just because I can grind out penta modes. For some reason, having flights, I don't know what flight even freaking will create. The problem is, this Ren is really fast. That's the only problem that I have. And the problem is, there's no stone or damage once you get to it. But yeah, I mean, doing this in general is the best way to go. Because there's no game overs, and then if we die, everything on the Come on, there is no game overs, but you want to try saying it as much as possible. And grind out the modes if you can. So yeah, best way to grind light enemies is break. But obviously the best ones are out in the field. And in that cave that we just went. I'm gonna die. Did I not hit him? How did he hit me, man? I don't know how he hit me, but okay. But yeah, I just don't know how he hit me. I hit him first, okay. But anyways, another thing to talk about. Promotions is this. Abilities. So, what's the question? Where do I find my abilities and how do I use them? So, your characters, each time they level up, they earn a certain amount of AP points. And the more AP points you have, the more abilities that you're going to be able to have. And obviously, you can only have a couple abilities you could do at a time. As you can see, 2 abilities each time. For each character, it's always been the same. But at the time, I don't ever mess around with these characters down here, just because they fall behind, and not just that, it's just they're not really that good in general. I just like these characters just because they all play the majority of the roles that they're playing is healing, and always finding ways to stay in the fight as like. And by the way, stat wise, you'll start attaining certain items that where you can actually enhance a lot of your attacks, and this is how you get beyond a certain HP thing. And for instance, since 700 and 629, 617, 583, I am tending just to give 1 to Cater just because she's falling behind on HP, which is going to be fine, and there you go. There we go, 572 now. So she's basically staying in the game and not falling behind like all the rest of them are going to be doing. Who else do we have? We have 572, 652, 600, 600, 580, 630 technically, and 700. And that's basically how I always run my HPs, because they're pretty much same thing. Oh, Eldens, or Edo, I don't know how it's pronounced. But the thing is, each class, if it has 1, 2, 3, each Elden has its own class. And you won't be able to choose which class you have just because it's basically you have to choose before you're going into the mission. Obviously, I always pick the Elden thing just because in order to upgrade these things, you have to sacrifice death just to summon one. And it's stupid in my opinion. But obviously, each character, so these things are basically relatively the same. In order to upgrade their abilities, they have to level up. In order to use them, you have to sacrifice one character for one summon. I feel like that's pretty dumb in my opinion, but it is what it is. Vermilion Bird, I don't even know what this does. All I know is I don't ever use this. But they are also charged with the task of further developing this spell. So yeah, more of these crystal shard things. That's what you're gonna be using shards for, is to create ultimate spells and stuff like that, we don't really need any of that. Obviously, with equipment, this is basically what the armament does. It makes you to where you can change your equipment and your abilities when you want to change something, for instance. Or for me, I'll just do it by equipment stuff. But yeah, right here, yeah, I can have over 1,000 magic. I don't know why you would want over 1,000 magic. In my opinion, it's not really that worth it. Mithril Gloves, I'm not ever gonna have, except it does. The defense is gonna go up goes up pretty a lot, like a lot, and increases all magic by 4. And technically, that's what I like the most. This is the issue here. Your defense is gonna be rough, just because, again, Rem's just more of like focus on trying to end battles quick, but since she's taking a lot of damage, I'm just gonna put the Mithril Gloves on her, just for right now. Because she's gonna be taking a lot of damage. That's the reason why. Obviously, I could easily have over 104 attack damage. I think does go over 100. I think the highest you can actually go. Now, obviously, Crystal Ball. I think that's the item that the guy gives you. Crystal Ball is pretty useless. Or no, it's not really useless at all. It's really good in the early game. Like, from this point on, the Crystal Ball is still the best item to have. There is one, I think there's 2 more better than this, where you can have one where it says increases max MP by 50% and all magic by 50. Or 20. It's something around. It's really strong, and it's better than the Crystal Ball one. Now here, by the way, I'm gonna be taking this off just because I don't really need it, in my opinion. And the worst part is, she needs a lot of attack damage. Besides, by the way, she's more of she's not an up-close and personal type character, like certain characters are. It's just something that I don't ever work around with. I mean, half the time when I'm using sights, I'm up close and personal at the time, but sometimes the attacks don't connect, because she's more of like medium close to medium range attack, rather than being up close and personal. Before I do, I'm just gonna use her just so you guys can see what I mean here. Cause she's one of the ones that are just, it's not even that easy. Yeah, again, it takes me so long. Pretty much, she is more of like an up close person. Oh, come on, she's right there in this. Yeah, she's not of, she's more, I guess you could say, more of like, I guess it all depends on what the preference is. I'm more of a close to person. I don't ever sight this much. I need to do that. The worst part is just because her weapon takes so long to swing. Okay. Hailstorm, which is nice to have. It always targets the person that you're locked on. And it's very strong. Again, like, I guess, let's say, an ability character for me. Which that's exactly what AG stands for, and makes sure you can use your ability. I think AG stands for ability gone. Meaning, being able to use this. Yep. Yeah, and the thing is, our AG's already maxed out again. I'm not gonna you can make Slice really fun if you wanted to. I've seen people do a Slice solo gameplay with it as soon as you unlock her. Just because they know how to use it well. I do not, apparently. Come on. Dude. I guess that big thing was just pre-recorded footage and not freaking. I mean, I am streaming it, but the thing is, it's really hard for me to explain everything when I'm actually in a battle. I'm not showing anything. Me in arena mode, in the arena is running, but again, this is where I get all my levels and all my other stuff. But yeah, by the way, for rolling MP, how to get it back without using any magic. There we go. Up. But yeah, I mean, if we're here, this is what I mainly do. It's just like, this is where I get all my levels, all my lights, and there's like 8 million things. The hard part is I don't really have the time to grind out the game. Like, because in life does let us play things. The only issue is I can barely use the freaking one of my hands. I tried it Tuesday. I think this past Tuesday at 4, and it wasn't that great. So obviously, if I didn't have my hand up in that kind of condition, obviously, you know, I just found an excuse just because of life. So I'm trying to get. Come on. Try to take Yep. No, he killed me. Shit. But yeah, that's the issue with arena at that point. It's not easy. But anyways, that's what I'm talking about. Since Slice leveled up, Slice just earned some more. Just earned, I think, 3 AP from that. And that's when you can start unlocking spells and stuff like that. And it's just how you unlock. So, in order to activate abilities, it's pretty simple. I have 11 AP to use. Twin spell, meaning so that way you have the ability to equip 2 spells at once and not just one. Twin spells are very useful in certain occasions. So learn this ability, you click yes. And how this ability works is you have to go all the way down here on changing the abilities. Then, so if I go to Slice, obviously I learned double magic. So if I wanted Thundaga, I had the right to equip that. And if I wanted Thundra ROK, boom. Okay, so ROK is bullets. RF shoot A. Oh, so Thundaga RF means 1 bullet. ROK means more than 1 bullet. And then, so yeah, so these are basically all the types of magic that you can have. Fire, lightning, and then blizzard. Obviously, there's going to be water coming. Actually, no, there's no water in here at all. But yeah, and that's basically the way how this is how double works. You can actually have it to where you can equip any 2 magics that you want. You can have Fire OK, and then you can just have Fira RF on if you wanted to, or even better, having Thunder or OK. You can have 2 separate magics on, but I tend to never use those just because I prefer this ability set for Slice anyways, just because of being able to, I don't know, in general, it's more of a personal preference for every character, and obviously, the more times you level up, the more XP you're gonna earn. Obviously, Rem can easily get to level 28. That's basically I run by. I don't ever do arena mode unless the arena thing, unless I know for a fact that my characters are close to leveling up, because I don't want to spend 8 million hours doing that. But anyways, I always showcase Rem. Obviously, obviously the main character that I've mainly been using is Queen. She's pretty freaking strong. She's good overall, in my opinion. Thing is, there's nothing really to say about her, you know, till later on. She is very strong. I mean, there's time where I seen her do at least 1,500 damage to a boss. It was freaking insane. And that's the issue about being overpowered early on. Of course, my next mission, level 22 characters, obviously, but hat time is like I always bring my low characters with just for the the fun of it, I guess. Anyways, I've sized Deuce. She's not more of a solo type character. She's more of like, all right, she's only useful if there's another character with her. I guess she's more of a supportive type thing. Um, Seven, she's good. She's the same thing as what Sice is, by the way. So, and that's the issue with that one. She's more of like, she's the same thing as Sice, obviously. More of like not up close and personal. Size kind of is, as long as you know how to use her up close and personal, you should be fine. Seven, on the other hand, let's go ahead and use her really quick, because why not? I have trying to always, show every character that I can, but obviously she's not that useful. I don't ever use her just because of certain occasions. But it takes too long, and the best part is you can actually take out multiple enemies at once. But yeah, she's more of an AoE attack character. And again, she's more of a medium to close range character at the same time. Which is gonna be nice. Again, obviously, takes and again, the majority of these characters, it takes them so long. By the way, Blizzard Bond, basically nothing. It's not that useful. Blizzard Bond's actually good. It freezes enemies The only issue is Seven's really not that quick. Runs the fastest, by the way. That's what we're gonna have. Who's the fastest character? Basically, it's Ren. It's always the fastest. But the problem is again, it kind of just two attacks there. Again, this is all it is. Basically, second move, and a little bit of grinding out stuff in general. Well, yeah, I am playing this game in the Japanese language just because pretty much everyone will be Japanese. It's just way better. It's a lot better than like English versions. But again, when I'm streaming this, I will be using the English version so people can understand. Come on, dude. But yeah, certain characters like Sneak and Cater, the thing is when they hit, the problem is their attacks, it takes them a really long time to hit the enemies, but when they do, it's really useful. Except the one with the using the flute. Here we go. Yeah, I couldn't cast Cure in time. But again, I would have pulled that off if I was gonna play this game almost 24/7. But again, her level. Okay, so here we go. Seven also leveled up again. So let's go ahead and promote some of her abilities that she has. Here we go. So Elemental Slash, obviously, it's just okay. So it's down. Imbue Whip of Lightning Magic, with L3 down in an X or triangle. And to get Frost, you have to go with Frost. I believe it's up. Yeah, but the problem is you don't get Flame at all. Oh no, it's default to that. Okay. Attack enemies and absorb HP. This is the one ability that I actually enjoy. I actually won't be enjoying this actually, because I have it for certain characters. But I will be equipping that because it's a useful ability to have. It's a lot better than Bazooka Bomb. Bazooka Bomb, obviously, the best spell in the game. Actually, it's not really the best spell though, but it's the best ice spell, I should say, in the game. Okay, Frost. Yeah, so Frost is left up then next, obviously. And then you unlock power after that. Which Elemental Slash is a lot more useful anyways, just because in general it's the best one to have. You can have access to fire and thunder magic, and with Elemental Ash. Oh, that's what it's called, Elemental Ash. But yeah, but anyways, what I was talking about, don't know, it's not cater, it's, oh my god, sync and deuce. They're not meant to solo anything. Just because of, like, they're really slow when they have to use their weapon. It's not, psych yourself to inflict more damage, it's not even good. Okay, strike opponents after building up power. So yeah, in order to use this home run swing, you have to charge up. And the problem is I believe the charge is so slow, it's not even funny. From what I remember. But sure, let's equip that. But yeah, see a wind up boost. Increases the maximum charge. Yeah, the first part is, and then you have wind up boost 2. And then obviously you get to fully increase it more to do more damage. And this is basically how Sync can easily catch up to. Actually, when you're using wind up swing, this is the only one way to frickin' break the limit of like attacks. So the higher your wind up boost is, the more charge is gonna go, and the further your damage is gonna go. And this is the only way you can bypass the attack limit is using the wind up boost. And I believe you can do 99,999 damage. And that's basically using wind up boost. And she can easily pass Queen with just being on a low level. It's just crazy. But again, I ain't gonna be upgrading that far out until later on. Oh, and also it's an ability, so you have to equip Focus to even use it. So, and thing is, so most people are gonna ask, how do I equip abilities again? You go here, the Armament again, and then you go down to here. You go down to depending on which one you want to trade out. Obviously, Earthquake's not that useful for me anymore. But yeah, right now it's basically Focus. For some reason, is not an ability. So you technically gotta hold down X, and then you go on from there. Now, organizing the reserve members, I have always organized mine from the highest level to the lowest level. It just helps you so I can tell who's falling behind, who needs to rank up more, who needs to power up, and who's also falling behind. And that's basically how I always have my characters. 9, for instance, Final Fantasy 9, I never play it like that, just because there's not that many characters to keep track of, and half the time, you only run the ending with your highest powered characters anyway, so there's no reason to play 9 like this. Alright, I'm going to organize my characters from least to greatest, or greatest to least, or however you want to play. Me personally, when I was playing Final Fantasy Type-0, this was used to how I always had my characters, and I believe everyone would follow through with this. Just so you can see on who's falling behind, who you use the most, and who do you not use the most. You know, it's personal preference in my opinion. Difficulty. Yes, you can actually adjust the difficulty. If you feel like the game is too easy, you can switch it up again to officer, and then obviously you can do the hardest one. Agito, which means any enemy you go after, it adds 30 to that. Never play this unless you will think that you are ready to take on the challenge. Or else you'll face the death loop. Yeah, death loop is very common. It's not rare. A lot of people have been through death loop at least once or twice. Even playing the game in general, and you're not gonna stream or something. Even playing the game off stream on your free time, I'm pretty sure everyone has occurred death loop once in the entire game. But right now, that's basically how I'm gonna be using HP enhancers, just because whoever's falling behind, for instance, Cater's 572, I'm not gonna use it just because she's not that far behind on everyone else. Queen, not really gonna be using her. Well, actually, Queen, I don't ever control her. I usually have it to where it's like automatically controlled. And half the time, majority of the time, I think throughout my entire gameplay, ever since I got Deuce, that's where I've been mostly using Deuce, is just because she has a command to where she could automatically make characters force attack enemies. Like, for instance, if there's like an enemy that they can reach and Deuce is on HP, then I can have them just take the hit because Deuce is on low on HP. Again, I'll find ways to HP swap like that. Any way to, prevent your characters from going into a death loop is fine. As long as you don't go into death loop, you should be perfectly fine and you don't get gained away. So, death loop. Talk about death loop here multiple times. So what death loop is this. Each time you die or your character gets downed, it don't matter. Even if you reserve a party member, right? For some reason, you can never revive them at all. Once they're down, they are down, and you have to wait. But that's basically how that is. And right now, my best character, obviously my favorite one, is probably Rem. Just because in general, she can literally take hits and not have to worry about dying. Thing is, I think out of my entire playthrough, Rem never died once. In general, I mean, this is pre-recorded footage, so obviously I have game overed a lot of times. And that's basically about it. Time to mission, obviously pretty easy. Each time you do a thing, a side quest, not really a side quest, but like any kind of task, that time is gonna tinker down. Same thing if you're training. How many elixirs do I have? Because I know one girl's gonna ask you for 10 of them.
Now that.
Have Rem earn an S rank in the expert trial. Really? I don't give a flying flan. Really? Dude, Rem can't even get the S rank. Just make sure she does her best. Really, dude? That's the issue here. I can't get S ranked. Actually, maybe I can. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Because if I'm not mistaken, the gear that I have on, I think she is pretty much roughly around 30, isn't she? Even though it says she's level 27, I'm just thinking about the gear that she has on right now. She's more, like I said, Rem's freaking, she's more of a speedy type than anything else.
Now that.
Alright, okay, so we have to go ahead and get the S rank then thing. The worst part is we're all level 46, and I just hope that I don't die. That's basically where I'm at in the game right now. This is pretty much where the pre-recorded footage pretty much ended. But again, I do have to put in like multiple pre-recorded footages in this one stream just because of the other things. Okay, covering cadets. Yeah, level 38. Your battle lines are drawn once more. Yeah, this is not even gonna be iffy because your mission level is 38. I'm not even that high of a level yet. A squad of 6. Good. Wait, I don't have it. Wait, I can't do it. I'm at level 38 yet. Yeah, I am. My gear tells me that I'm freaking level 38. Well, not even. Maybe level 35, just because of my stats. Alright, I think that's basically it. I mean, I can't get to level 38, which is sad. Unless I go out in the field and grind for 8 million hours, which is technically what everyone hates the most. Okay, there's two things here that we can do. Plus info. Oh yeah, by the way, there's an airship thing that we have to board. Well, so let's talk to this guy, because he'll give us an item. But yeah, anything with a green exclamation mark, or you complete a task, they're always guaranteed to give you an item. And obviously, that time does tinker down. Yep, we're at 2 days and 12 hours. Iska or Migo. I know Migo has weapons that we could buy. Iska does not. But it's 150 gil, we have to board it. Yes. Oh yeah, here we go. We have the airship, but the problem is we can't control it. That's the issue. And there's the equator. No. That freaking one thing. But by the way, we have to go down there eventually. But not right now, though. I don't know where my goo is. Do I hope I click the right one? Oh, yes, I do. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I've been here. Let me see. Have I been here before? Not that I know of. No, I have not been here. There's a shop here, though. Do you sell anything good? No, you do not. Nope. You don't sell anything good. You do, though. Oh, Jesus, yeah. You're not even that useful, actually. Wait, increases HP and MP by 20%. Ooh. Wait, increases max MP by 20% and all magic by 4%. I don't need that, though. Okay. Well, we'll have to buy 10 of these. Oh god, yeah, you can buy 99. It's not good, man. It's not be stupid. Oh yeah, I forgot. He can literally... Ooh, that's what I'm saying. Amulet is gonna be the best one. I want to reach... forgot which one of these does what here. Like, can I equip something here? Oh yeah, I can. But yeah, certain shops like this, you can actually have it to where you can equip stuff. Okay, so this is interesting. But yeah, it's a lot to take in. Feather hat increases all magic by 4. You do not want this. Instead, we want the amulet equipped there, just because there's 0 downfalls. Obviously, you can equip this, but the thing is, if you look at the magic, it does drop down 86, 88, and 79, and all that stuff. But the problem is you have an amulet that can actually go on anyone. Yeah, she got 465. But the thing is, you don't want your attacks, you don't want anything to drop down. That's Size has 2 black belts. The problem is, yeah, I think it's dumb. 7 might be the same way. Increases max MP. Yeah, see. Nothing. Argentic ring is also useful. That's where I have gauntlets on 7. Which reminds me, I might go and buy some more. I forgot. It's coming down to that point, isn't it? I mean, I like Armory just because Sneak will have more abilities to her, more magic to her name thing. The problem is her, she doesn't really attack. That's her issue. My breath throat's getting dry here. But yeah, Magic MP, Argentic ranks better than Army. Oh, then you have this one. This increases HP and MP by 10%, but this can increase it more farther, so it's going to be better. For now, anyway. Alright, I think that's all I can add right now. Nothing is okay, I can sell this though. Don't need that. It applies the effects of flurry and downpour, fog. Okay, we're at 7,000 now. That means it's gotta be getting down to mission time here. Defeat 10 Hun legs for Moto and Maiko. What? Be a I don't know what level they're on. That's the issue here. Alright, I'll go ahead and equip that. Rem should be fine anyway. She's 27. But with the armor, she's at 427 is the equivalent to like 30 right now. Oh god. Come over here. We have to. Like that. Like. Okay. Okay, no, okay, these are gonna roll 19. Okay, I think that's it, right? Just 3. 3, 1. Might go. Wow, we can go way over there for all this. I don't know, because it doesn't keep track of your task menus at all. And returning here. Okay, oh here we go. We have to defeat him. I don't even know what the frick. What are frickin' unlegs? For number 1, I never even seen that enemy before. Maybe it's true for actually, no, it's an ice bomb! Oh my god! Yeah, it's much out of nice! But right now, just a little bit of grunt out in the field again. Okay, that's 1. Apparently I have to kill 10. What the heck? Oh, that's right. It marked with the freaking arrow thing. What if I don't want to come down here? What if I get ambushed? And I get game over. I don't want to get a game over right now. Okay. I don't know where the frick I'm supposed to go here. And I don't want to get a game over here. And I don't want to get I do not want death. Which I know for a fact that happens. Oh my god, I've never been. Okay. Yes, I have. I know where I am. But yeah, I've already visited this area. I gotten everything done here. That's right. So far, it's gonna be it for the video, anyways, or for the live stream. I just don't want to get a game over. I don't want to hit death loop. If I hit death loop, then it's not even gonna make it. And apparently, I gotta be able to find a way to get to the yellow. Oh, that's right, the cave. So, those who are wondering, there's caves scattered all around this area. And you gotta be careful of running around these forests, because with these forest things, you can run into a cactus, and if you do, it's kind of game over, unless you're more prepared for that. And so far, I am yet to see the freaking. I'm yet to find a cactus actually. Okay, I'm going. Okay, I do not want to get. I do not. I'm gonna wait for this guy to bite that. Do not turn aggro towards me. We'd be fun. But that's the issue with levels when you're going in this field thing. Sometimes they turn aggro and they come right after you. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh. I don't know why. Oh, the Mithril region. Oh boy. The toughest of the bunch. Wait, that's what it said, right? Mithril region. Oh, this is where the expert trial is, and we are actually in the Mithril region at the moment. And also, there's a cave here. Do I dare go down this cave though? Okay, that's good enough. Okay, I don't even know why I did that. Why? Yeah, something. I don't. Okay, well, no one cares. I care though. All right, so a little bit of a side question. That's about to happen here. You have to push. You have to push through. But anyways, this is the second cave out of the entire game. The first cave was at the very beginning, where it's like the outside of Arkham. But right now, yeah, we're on 1584 SPP, and again, there's no. Okay. Okay. Oh fuck. Yep, this might be Deathloop. This might be Deathloop, man. Yep, here it comes. Yeah, and you can't retreat. Holy, okay. And that's what I was trying to say. Deathloop. If you cannot escape and you go into Deathloop, so yeah. Talk about Deathloop here again. In order to avoid that, you gotta find an area where you can exit. Just so you can get a brief of what enemies you have to go after. Obviously that thing's on a level 55 and I'm instantly one shot. So let's not have that happen again. But further ado, we're gonna begin this one. Okay, obviously, squad of 6. Obviously, be D6. No, fine. Eldon, obviously, picking a Chief class, and it's gonna take a death. Okay, we're gonna pick Rem on anyone that is a low level with just for the journey. And we're gonna have to accept the backup here.
Class 0, 任務開始します。
Okay, not good. Okay,
クラ
here
ス
we
セカン
go.
ドが侵入に成功した。クラス0は支援に回れ。
Okay, so it's a little bit of a side question that we're gonna have to do, and yeah, it's not gonna go well. This is my third, fourth time being in this area now. Alright, let's move forward. Oh yeah, we could be able to get... And we need level S. We got S rings, that's gonna be a lot. So yes, we have to talk to everyone. These guys right here, by the way, here's another one. Any person you see sitting like this, they're surrendering, but if you talk to them, you get an item. So it's another way of saying, it's another way of like also grinding out some items that you're lacking. And I don't know what those serums really do. I haven't really gotten that far into the game yet. Continue on here. But yes, this is PreRecorded number 3, by the way. Again, I've beaten this entire game already. Well, yeah, what I was trying to say, despite that my rem's level 27, he can really take level 28. And that's just because of the armor and the gear that she has on. She can actually take on 28. Again, it's just because of the gear. Imagine her without the gear on, she really gets wrong. Alright, here we go. What? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna throw off this spell here, and that thing does a lot of damage. The problem is, 48 scene. But again, she can take a beating. That's the thing. As I'm saying, right now, oh, that's right, these guys have the ability to like burn your characters, and you don't want that. Dang. Wow. Again, you know, she's all 27, she can handle level 38 on her arm, which is nice. That's not what I meant to do. battles you do with SPs in here, and more of these things you complete, the more items, the better the stuff you grab. You can actually get again, S again, level 48. Again, I get S rank, kill everything. Yeah, right now it's kind of surprised that right now I'm just kind of surprised that Rem's holding it down on the round. Yeah, by the way, the longer you hold this spell for, the more powerful you get. So obviously Thunder turns into Thundra, Thundra turns into Saga, and I believe that's fine. Yeah, have to survive 3 minutes. Obviously with the armor I'm on, this is a little bit easier. Victory. Get it. And again, it's not easy. Yeah, they're good. Alright, so as long as you see that victory sound, it's basically move on to the next one. This is the next one right here. Again, it gets easier as it goes. Actually, this doesn't even get easier. I think it's all remain the same here. Yeah, oh, unless something like that. But again, if you fail an SO, you die. So again, it's a risk, but it's actually rewarding. And I believe I'm supposed to have 10 complete. And the more of those you complete, the more items you grab. Yeah. Well, actually, no. It's more the items you'll have. You know, they're not right. Not bad. What I'm trying to say is the more of those you complete, the more items you'll obtain just by clicking. It's kind of like a risk that's worth it. Like, how did I know that? Oh, my down here. But again, it's just like when you're getting down to like that point, you're dying. Like, you gotta be able to give yourself. I always call it like a way of like healing. Don't think I don't even think I'll even get S. And in order to get MP back, is you have to harvest. So again, playing this game with hard mode Alan is not going to be possible. Oh, I'm back if we can die? Nice, man. Nope. Ah, oh my god. Yeah, this is what I mean. Deuce is really weak. That's the reason why having fire. And again, Deuce is more of a magic character. And he's gonna. And again, I think we're in depth. guy just keep coming. You're throwing the boy. I know, not you, not you, not. Oh god. And then again, he's more of a magic move. And you get 2 of these. Come on, I get a Okay, nice, man. I like the fact that I have to be up close to you. And yeah, by the way, I think we are in the... Wow. Okay, obviously Clue can take everyone on, because he's on a high level. But we're gonna Rem. He has all the good stuff. Yeah, by the way, these guys speak on. No one stop. Come on, man, I keep getting... Really? No, wait, if I die here, is the game over? Wait, I don't want the game over. I'm not sure if you get a full game over here. Take it, Deb. Alright, good. You guys take all the hits. And I have to go 30 seconds. I have to go 30 seconds. Come on! Dude! Don't bring him on near me! Come on, Okay, it is really stressful. We got level 4. Armoryを固めろ! Don't die here, though. Don't die here, though. What? Why is he here? Okay, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of a boss like that. And that's just one though. Alright.
目標の破壊に成功だ。その調子だ。
Yeah, and you have to keep going.
あっけねえな。 肩透かしにも程があんぞ。
But yeah, that one is not easy. I mean, even though I made it look easy, but the problem is you have to fight 3. There's 3 main bosses that you have to fight. But obviously, being able to making sure that you have magic here. Okay. It's funny how this gun character really isn't going to be fair, in my opinion, just because that means other characters are going to fall behind. I missed. Yeah, they keep going. You have to keep going to get victory. These guys are spawning. Then once you do that, oh, he's raged. So right there, with rage, they're gonna deal a lot of damage. Rage, do not kill. That's it. I really thought I died. But yeah, I'm not sure if you die here it counts as a game over, but again, I'm more worried if it does. It might be deathly here. But dead. This guy's easy. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to these guys. Get some more items here. Oh, first time we're getting a power cord.
目標完全に沈黙。
Yeah, but the problem is I think there's 2 more bottles in here. God. Yeah, the problem is these guys are all level 2 engaged. The thing is, I'm getting beat up. Boy. Do not take. If I take a fucking hit, if I take a hit, I'm dead. Oh my god. That's the one thing about SOs. If you're using SOs on your S character, bad. But so far, this is basically like not even considered of a mission. It's more of like yeah, this is all pre-recorded footage, so it's just like I don't really have anything to explain. Now there's more here. Anyways, I'm not really going to talk to it anymore because I think I already went over everything. Unless something new shows up, then I'll talk to it again. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this pre-recorded footage. She's going to end obviously after this part's done. But anyways, I'll see you guys back when something new happens. Or new comes up.
工作部隊は命令通りに爆弾を設置。急げ。バラバラに交代するな。動ける者は中央広場に集合だ。
広告軍の仕掛けた爆弾を発見しました。街中を火に包める量だと思います。
任務に変更はない。爆弾を処理しながら任務を遂行せよ。
お待たせしました。
呼んだ。
I've got nowhere. I just not realized I have nowhere to get over there. What? I got nowhere to get over there. Yeah, that's the issue. I can't use my summon because if I use my summon, it's just a death. And yeah, can't have that. Survive through here. So, yeah. We're gonna be here for a bit. Yeah, just a little bit of side questing. That's what I'm doing right now. At the moment, it's a little bit of just a little bit of side questing. Fuck! No, man. Yeah. And that's Luke, man. It's game over. That's the issue. I'm actually dead. It's game over. basically game over. It's game over and what? Okay, never mind, never mind. Like, game over, man. I thought it was game over, but what? I don't.
ロック解除確認
Oh. What? I have to do all for real. I have to do all three. Okay. But yeah, and that's what happens. I mean, like, stuff like that game over, for some reason, it doesn't really count as a game over for some reason. But yeah, it does prevent you getting S rank. Which is fine. I'll easily run through this thing again. Easy. Come on. Deactivate. Come on.
残りの場所へ急げ
But yeah, like I was trying to say, once you get victory in every area, it makes this stuff a lot easier. And for like I said, I do play in Japanese language just because it sounds better. In my opinion, I feel like it sounds way cleaner too as well. But yeah, I mean, do I understand it? No. But the thing is, like, yeah, I understand it just because I played the English version a lot. And it sounds a lot cleaner. And yeah, with this whole thing all done, victory on every area, this area is pretty much all completed. But the worst part is we don't get S rank just because we don't. And we game over.
広告の撤退を確認 クラステルは中央広場にて離陸しようとしている機体を拿捕せよ
Yeah, I mean, this is like a run against time here, but we actually do get there. Again, I always bring my low characters with just because they'll get XP, they'll rank up, and they don't even get any experience. These guys have a lot because they're high level. What? You already died? Yeah, and the more SPP you gain, this adds on, so it's just like trying to do these as much time as possible. Make two enemies big. More. Barely though. We gotta go this way. I would mainly go straight, but the problem is, oh, is there a boss fight coming up? I hope not. If there's a boss fight, it's gonna be really. Yep. Yeah, you have 10 minutes. Armory does range mixes to where they hit you. But with the right gear, right armor, and the right setup. Alright, good, he's running. Right. Come on, I was gonna talk to him, man. But yeah, 9 casualties. Yeah, again, I didn't even get. Again, you can always replay this. That's the thing. And again, we got a lot of stuff. Oh, gold anklet. Nice. Type-0 Knight, so that's a good thing. So the more you more SPP you get,
Oi.
So yeah, it's saving your progress. And again, these elements are already done. Okay, and again I got 8 million freaking saves, obviously. Chapter 5. Yeah. Again, I do kind of grind out this game to 5. Right, chapter 2, why not? The chapter 1, cause I was, yeah, see, off of the level. And now we're chilling. We're a little bit there. See, we're right here. Yeah. But right now, this is pretty much where my pre-recorded footage ended, and therefore I don't have any more else to do. I mean, I've run out of pre-recorded footage again, but there is more pre-recorded footage coming soon. Again, I was in a rush on making this thing just because people would question it, but like, hey man, have you played Final Fantasy Type-0? I have. But right now we're gonna go through the shops here. Yeah, see, they don't have anything. Okay. Do I actually? Oh, let's see what we have for gear here. Oh, here we go. Increases all magic by 4. We have a better one though. Obviously, nothing that can give me more defense. Okay, well, just do. Let me hit the amulet. Why not? Okay, we are now at 101 attack damage. Okay, so the highest I believe is 255. Which is gonna be good. It's gonna be okay. So they're already strong as it is at this point in the game. But the problem is well, we still need more stuff. Yeah, we still need some more stuff. Cater, she's showing, she doesn't really need anything. No, cause she's not even, I don't know, for me, my point of view of things, I feel like she does lack a lot of things. Oh, there's an item here. Okay. We have to go bring that to that one guy. I know where he is, so that. But yeah, I do intend to 100% this game just through pre-recorded footage. The problem is I'm it's slowly running out, so it's just like I'm gonna have to get some more pre-recorded footage out, so I can talk about like what's going on, what I'm gonna be doing next. So if not, maybe I can do a live stream from here on, from where the pre-recorded footage ended, which I can also do that too. Obviously, yeah, okay. So this is what I'm looking for. Cast level 2, finishing magic. That's what I want right here. His quick draw too would be nice to have, because quick draw is right here. And obviously Rem accelerate. No, she's already fast enough though. I mean, combo cast finishing magic after a strong attack. Yeah, thing is, she needs to accelerate. She needs to be faster in the battlefield is what I think is best right now. Oh, I do have this equipped because it's increases the power. Yeah, but the thing is, the AG is pretty expensive. But it needs more power. That's what I think it needs. Okay. Deuce doesn't really have anything. Size is the same thing. Got nothing. 7 says nothing. Yeah. Again, one of my characters are just they're really tremendously just falling down here. Okay, there we go. Speed rush is always key. Approach targets at high speeds, obviously. But yeah, it's just a grind of a game right now. But anyways, that's gonna be it for all my pre-recorded footage here. I don't really have anything else that I have to do. This stuff I've already explained what it does, but again, I'll just tell you guys this right now. So yeah, more MP, lesser range. The thing is, you want these things as strong as you want to get them. Cast time, it's speed, how fast it goes. Cast time, you need to be able to say precious seconds. I don't really tend to use it. I don't ever use FireRF very much. I use SG, SHG more than anything else. But yeah, it's just trying to upgrade these things. Okay, so cast time maxed out. Yep, see, spell is maxed out, and that's basically where that one stands. And I can also max out cast time as well. Yep, maxed out. But that's basically how this is gonna turn out. If long as you can get everything maxed out, you're gonna be good to go going into every boss fight. And that's basically every goal, is trying to get everything maxed as soon as you can. The sooner the better. I think that's how it is in this game. Again, better power, obviously MP cost won't ever be maxed out. That's the issue with this. Okay. But yeah. But again, I don't really use ice that much. Actually, like half the time, I don't really care about it, honestly. Okay. I don't know why, but I was pushing MP cost. But the problem is now, it's just, I feel like me pushing MP cost to the highest level was really not the way to go. Okay, cast time. It's gonna be maxed out here pretty soon. And that's basically it for that one. It's just trying to get a lot of this stuff maxed out. Cast time, as long as you have it maxed, you're good to go. Cure, it's gonna take a while to max this thing out. Because it's one of the best spells in the game. Obviously, yeah, it costs, for some reason, it wants me to upgrade my MP cost. The problem is if I do this, my cast time's gonna go down, and that's what I don't want. Protect. I don't even. What this spell is actually soon after here in order to reduce damage. Yeah, this is the problem here because I don't ever use protect. That's that's just one of the things I don't ever do. Resilence means like this protect the spell now serves as a dumb primary defensive magic. So again, stop if you can time it right. Wall, this, resilence. Yeah, it's I don't even know how to explain it, but again, I'm more of a Kiraga person. You know, making sure characters have the right stuff that they need on, so I don't die. But obviously, that's never the strategy anymore, apparently. But yeah, I mean, right now, I wish that's where the pre-recorded footage ended. But again, if you guys want me to do another one, I'm always willing to do another part or more pre-recorded footage out of that I have at my disposal. But the thing is I kind of ran out at the moment, and right now, it's basically this is where I ended. I have no more after this. And that's basically about it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want me to do another part, let me know. And I got you guys. Anyways, I hope that I can actually do a full walkthrough of this entire game. Again, I do feel bad that I kind of screwed up in the early game, in the early stages. But again, we've all playing there. I know, playing the game blind. I don't. And the thing is, for me, I had to have pre-recorded footage out there just so I know what I have to talk about. Just so if I do my walkthrough, people would know what I'm doing at what time, figure out what stuff I choose over what other things, and that's basically how that will be playing out. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys have a rest the rest of the rest of your guys' day and the rest of your guys' afternoon. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.